Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and today we've got some exciting stuff to talk about. If you missed it yesterday, we have a big Division 2 event coming in less than 24 hours that is supposedly delivering us some surprises. So I want to go over everything you're going to need and want to know about that, as well as a mix of a pre-existing video idea that I had, which was to go through a quick top 3 list of things I'm really hoping for from the Season 10 to 16 update for the game. We know the majority of what it's bringing to the game, at least broadly, and so I wanted to break down some of the specific things I'm really hoping to see be delivered on, so should be pretty fun. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. So this tweet was sent out by the Division's Twitter account yesterday. It reads, "Get ready for an important briefing this Friday, the 12th of August at 4 p.m. CST, 7 a.m. PDT, 10 a.m. EDT on Twitch. We will be hosting a pre-recorded video of everything happening in the Division 2, link to follow." So that obviously has caused a lot of excitement pretty quickly. Myself and many others have been anticipating news to come out lately, especially since it seemed like we were supposed to be getting the TU16 PTS pretty soon. Well, not all was as it seemed with this announcement. While many assumed this pre-recording was going to be primarily TU16 related, perhaps replacing the live stream special report format they used for TU15, Daria, the game's community developer, clarified things a little bit here. Honest question, what's wrong with the pre-recorded video format for a vlog type of thing? She's saying that because some people were complaining in the other post, which I don't really know why you would care either way. And by the way, it's not a Season 10 reveal. That would be a separate livestream closer to the release, similar to what we had for Season 9. This one has other announcements in focus. So that then left a lot of people scratching their heads. If this isn't focused on Season 10, then what is it focusing on? Here's my 2 cents, and obviously I have no idea what's coming, but I would imagine that they will still talk a good bit about Season 10 and TU16. I mean, I think they'll probably give some clarity on the timeline towards release and the PTS date and all that type of stuff. I think what Daria means about it not being a Season 10 reveal is that they'll likely save stuff like the cinematic trailer, if we get one, the trailer and reveal for Season 10 story, all that type of stuff that isn't usually included in the PTS, that'll be saved for the live stream that's then closer to the launch of the actual update. So cool, we'll probably get a few dates with this pre-recorded video, stuff like that, but surely that's not all. They could pretty easily drop a few dates in a text-based tweet like they always do. So to be honest, I don't really know what kind of additional information and announcements we're set to get tomorrow, but I'm pretty excited to find out. I'm going to be watching this event live at the release time and then making a video recapping anything you need to know immediately after. So come back to the channel just about 24 hours from now if you need that recap, or if you do watch it live, swing by and drop a like on the recap. I'll appreciate it. So we've got that coming tomorrow. Can't wait. And since we don't know exactly what information we're getting out of it, I wanted to then take the opportunity now to give you all my wish list for Season 10. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be like what type of content I hope we're getting, because we know what we're getting: a new season, 2 new legendary missions, quality of life updates. But what I did want to do is just list off a few items within those parameters that I hope are done or done well. Some of this is influenced by Season 9, looking back retrospectively at how it went down and how I hope things evolve and improve from there on forward. So should be fun. Like I said, I had the idea previously and thought it would be nice to just tack it onto this other announcement that we got yesterday. So let's just get right into it. Ahead of the Season 10 news cycle beginning very soon, here are my top 3 wishes for the upcoming Division 2 update. Number 3, a bit broad, I suppose, but I just hope their promise of quality of life updates comes true fruition. There's a lot of small nitpicks I think we all have at the game. Some are just odd design choices we may disagree with, and some are things that clearly aren't working as intended. And so, I guess to put it into an example, I hope that instead of them introducing one new quality of life improvement, like they did with mod sorting back in TU12, that we see a bit more of a holistic attempt at smoothing the current mechanics and experiences that we do have. Things that come to mind are how inventory preference settings reset every time you log on, at least they do for me. Inspect features often malfunction in places like Conflict, but also elsewhere in the game. Weapons will load with missing attachments unless you do some crazy like quick swaps. Just stuff like that isn't detrimental to the experience. Obviously, we've been putting up with it up until now, but I just hope that that's kind of the focus for some of these quality of life updates that they're teasing. I suppose we'll find out soon enough. Number 2 on the list, I am really hoping that we get some dope looking exotic weapons and armor this time around. I don't care what they are. They could be 2 weapons and an armor piece that I will never use in my life, but I really hope that Season 10's exotics live up to the standard of quality that we have come to expect prior to Year 4. Some of you may recall that a big gripe I had and still have with Season 9 is how bland the new exotics look compared to the old ones. And in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of an issue, right? But when you've got things like the Eagle Bear with its slick red paint, the grooves in the stock, the feather hanging off, you got the Backfire with its barbed wire and the animated strap kind of flapping around, the Diamondback, even if you don't care for the design, the thing's got a snake wrapped around the front. But then we get to Season 9, and both the blue screen LMG and the Dread Edict Sniper were just incredibly underwhelming for myself personally. They were basically just paint jobs that didn't even come with any mods attached to them. And I found that particularly strange because the rest of Season 9's cosmetics and skins were awesome, I thought. There were some incredibly detailed and gorgeous weapon skins on the premium track, but unfortunately it just seemed as though the exotics got the short end of the stick last time around. And so I'm really hoping that changes for Season 10. I know Pale had kind of hyped up some of the cosmetic weapon skins for Season 10 a while back. He's also talked about how his art team is now pretty much fully assembled, so I really hope this means that we're getting some awesome looking exotics in Season 10. Again, you may not think it's a huge deal, and that's fine, but it's important to me. So that's number 2. And number 1, the thing I am most hoping for with Season 10 of The Division 2 is worthy rewards for the new legendary missions. This may seem like a no-brainer, but it's one that I feel is worth mentioning, because as excited as I see some people being with the simple fact that we're going to have new legendary content to engage with, part of the reason why I was so excited to dive into the original ones back in TU8 was because each of the 3 missions came with their own unique cosmetic reward, and the Bighorn was an exotic exclusively tied to that content. I'm not necessarily expecting a new exotic this time around, though that would be really cool, and I would absolutely be a fan of that decision, but I'm really hoping for some awesome cosmetic or other completion rewards for both Manning Zoo and Tidal Basin on Legendary. Some of you may have heard me mention this on a stream or elsewhere recently, but a great idea that I saw somebody give was that instead of them adding, I don't know, a glasses, pair, and a patch for the Elite Operator outfit we already have, add in a backpack skin. Now that we have these additional customization options that exist, expand on the offerings for the legendary outfit reward that we already have, and let us further deck out in that white tusk gear. I think that'd be really dope. I mean, if they want to do an entirely new outfit as well, that would certainly be cool too. I'm not necessarily holding out hope for that, but regardless of what it is, I just hope there's some cool new rewards. I'm excited to see these new missions on Legendary 2 just for the insane gameplay that they're sure to introduce, but give us something cool to chase, to reward us for completing these new challenges, and I think it'd make a lot of people happy. So there you have it, folks. Not too long. I wanted to keep things pretty short on this one, but that is my top 3 wish list for the Division 2's Season 10 update. It's definitely looking to be a bit of a smaller one, or at least more subtle compared to TU15 and eventually TU17, which will both have brought, when it's all said and done, new game modes to the game. And so my hopes for TU16 are a bit more subtle too. Shore up what makes the game already great, deliver us some fresh fun, and I think it'll be a pretty another easy win for the team over at Massive. And we'll find out what's in store for the next few months when that news drops in less than 24 hours. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on to get me updated every time I upload. Let me know your thoughts about today's topics. What sorts of things do you think tomorrow's pre-recorded news segment will cover? Just the TU16 timeline news, stuff for the future, anything way out of left field? I mean, the way they described it pretty much leaves anything on the table. So I'll be very interested to hear your ideas. Additionally, let me know your own wish list and hopes for the TU16 update. Like I said earlier, we're probably getting details on that pretty soon now, so now is the time to get your thoughts in. I'll be very eager to read through them as always. Tune back in tomorrow morning for my recap on the news, everybody. And stay tuned to the game's Twitch channel if you would like to watch it live for yourself. I'm definitely really excited to see what's in store, and so I will see you all back here bright and early. That's going to do it for me today, though, everybody. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until the next one, guys, RogueGold out.